Hello guys and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today it is a match preview. It's Luton Town versus Coventry. If you guys want to hear my thoughts on Luton's last game, which was against Bournemouth, make sure you go and check out my match reaction. So this game against Coventry. Coventry are on very good form, and looking at the teams which they've played so far, I am not surprised, to be fair, because I feel like the teams which they have played compared to the teams which Luton have played, they've had, in my opinion, a much easier start to the season. Now, they haven't played Bournemouth, they haven't played West Brom, and they haven't played the likes of Sheffield United, or even Fulham, in fact. You know, they haven't played some of the best teams in the division. They have played against a couple of good sides. You know, the likes of QPR, Middlesbrough, you know, Nottingham Forest on paper should be a good side, but, you know, we know how they have been this season, you know, but they've been picking up a lot of wins, and they're playing really good football under Robbins, and he's built a really good squad at the moment for this season, and at the moment, Coventry look like the dark horses of the Championship, and fair play to them, they've done really well, and massive respect to them, you know, they have done really well, they've rised up the leagues, you know, they're back where they belong, especially with their fans probably would think that as well, and they probably have ambitions and goals, you know, to play in the Premier League. That they've gone through a lot of stuff with their owners. That I feel like their fans probably still want their owners out. You know, they have had stadium issues. You know, they've gone through quite a lot. Is what I'm basically trying to say. So I'm glad that they've now they're trying to see some sort of reward. You know, and they're playing good football, and you know, whatever could happen this season could happen, you know, who knows. But from a Luton's perspective, we need to pick up wins. We need to try and find a win, you know. We are not taking our chances, and that's where the issues lie. If we can take our chances, then we may start winning some football matches and also stop goals going in. Now Coventry, they're going to be organised, they're going to come at us, they are going to go for it. I do think they're not going to sit back and, you know, defend. I do think if they are 1-2-0 up, maybe they will do that, but we need to make sure that doesn't happen, and we need to make sure that we don't gift them goals. You know, I've watched the way Coventry have played, they're playing really good football right now, but we need to make sure that that doesn't happen against us. We need to make sure that we do perform. We need a performance. You know, the longer we go without a win, the worse it gets. And I don't think we've gone this amount of games without a win under Nathan Jones. I don't think it's ever happened before. So we need to, you know, try and figure out how we're going to get 3 points at home to Coventry. Now, as I mentioned, Luton have had a much harder run-in. So probably the fan base right now is probably going to go into this game against Coventry in a negative way. I don't think it should do. As I mentioned, Coventry have played against easier teams in my opinion, so you know, they are more likely going to get wins against those types of sides because they're more evenly matched to those sides, whereas with us, we've played against the teams which, you know, have ambitions to play in the Premier League, who have Premier League players playing in the Championship. So I do think we've had a lot tougher running. That's why we are where we are in the table, but also some things haven't gone our way. Injuries, you know, we're gifting teams goals, we're not taking chances, and that's why Luton are in the bottom half, and probably why Coventry are in the top half, because they are taking their chances, they're not getting injury problems, and they're winning football matches, you know, keeping clean sheets as well. I've noticed that as well. Coventry have kept some a decent amount of clean sheets, and I thought last season when we played against Coventry, we were quite evenly competing against them. Hopefully this time round we can give it a go and go at Coventry on Tuesday night. Now, what type of lineup would I play against Coventry? Well, I didn't really have a problem with the lineup against Bournemouth. We need to figure out a way and finding the right balance with, you know, knowing when to defend and being tight at the back, but also knowing when to go forward and actually cause a few problems. Nathan, I don't know what he's going to decide. I don't know if he's going to... He did mention in his interview after the game that he will, you know, be a lot tighter at the back and be a little bit more organised compared to the expansive football which we've played so far this season. I'm just not too sure what he's going to do, but the one thing which we do need is energy in the midfield. Now, I don't know if Lansbury is going to be fit enough to play against Coventry. I know Lansbury is a player which, you know, he can't do too many games in a short amount of time due to how injury prone he can get potentially. he's definitely a player that does get injured quite a lot. But no surprise on how many times he just slides in to challenges. You know, he goes in hard, Lansbury, and I can definitely see him getting sent off very soon with the amount of challenges that he puts in. But yeah, we need some midfield. We need some energy in the midfield, is what I'm trying to say. And Pelly normally brings that, but unfortunately he is injured. Nathan Jones did say he's missing the game against Coventry and probably the game against Huddersfield on the weekend as well. So we need someone who's going to replace that energy in that midfield. Luton have also signed a player called Elliot Thorpe, you know, from Tottenham. We could potentially see him in this game against Coventry. He's a highly rated former Tottenham player. He played for Wales under 21 level, so I'm really excited to see how well he can do. People are saying, you know, maybe the next Dewsbury Hall. That would be amazing if he is. You know, he does look very good on paper, and I'm very excited to see what potentially he can do in a Luton shirt. So what starting 11 do I think Nathan Jones will pick for this game against Coventry? I actually think he'll play the same starting 11 that played against Bournemouth. Apart from one change, I do think Sonny Bradley will come into the side. So whether or not he'll take Tom Lockyer or Burke out is a different story. I'm not too sure. But I do think Sonny Bradley will come back into the side as he is Luton's best defender. So guys, that is the end of the video. Hopefully you did enjoy today's match preview. Make sure you drop a like on the match preview if you did enjoy it. Comment below your score predictions down below and your predicted starting 11s. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video.